Folks, hey, the old fisherman's kind of dressed up here Sunday morning, and we just got back from church. Had a good church service today. I quit fishing on Sundays, at least for a while. Today I've got my kids coming over for a barbecue this afternoon, and I thought I'd do a little quick video. We went fishing yesterday on Saturday, and we caught a few fish. I'm going to take you through that fishing trip. We didn't catch a lot. We caught about 7 bass and about 30 perch, and I didn't get them all on camera. But I want to go over a few things with you. I want to show you this map of Lake Monticello and kind of explain to you what fish do. Not all of them, but most of them will start running up these creek channels and ditches and little pockets. And you can zero in on these pockets this time of year in February. They're pre-spawning, and the bass group up, getting ready to move on up to the banks to spawn. And hey, the water temperature was in the 50s, the mid 50s yesterday and the day before. And we started catching them in little pockets at each end of the lake, in coves, the mouths of the coves, little side, little dips and stuff. And I'm going to go over on the map and show you a few of the things that, a few of the places that we fish. And then I'm going to take you and show you some of these slider jigs. And hey, hope you enjoy the show. And bear with me, I'm going to show you the map right now and let you see what I'm talking about, the kind of places I like to fish. Thank you. All right, folks, hey, right here we're looking at the Monticello Reservoir map. Just wonderful maps, and I appreciate the Kingfisher Map Company. Right there you can find that map. There's their phone number, and they can make you a hard copy. But this is a solid copy, a whole map of Lake Monticello. Thanks to the folks at Kingfisher for sending me that map. And I'm going to go over a few things. We're going to fine tune this map. Last couple of days I've been fishing up the 99 end of the lake. And you know, and as you go over here to 99 end, you got the, right up here is the bridge that goes across, and the landing's right in here. Right in here. Well, I've been focusing on all these little dips and valleys and stuff. If you'll see, the creek runs up in here, and if you see right there off that creek, a little dip comes up in there, going up that cove, the fish will push back in them little dips. And even after you get out the main channel, all these little dips, like you see the lines, how they curve, you can go back to these little dips. And those fish will push in them dips, all of these little dips like this, back in here. And of course the ramp's right in here. But all these little dips, on side dips, they'll get in a curve. And it's just excellent places to fish. And I'm pointing here, at the end of this thing is where I'm pointing. It kind of goes in here, and you'll see a little dip and little points and drops right there, all them little drops. And it dips up in here. All those places, it's just fine places, dip right there. If you get in them little dips, those bass liable to be anywhere in these sections right in here, the mouths of these coves, and that's all over the lake. And you see the little dip like it dips right in here. All of those are extremely good places you want to fine tune where you're fishing. You get out here, you see the creek channel right here, and it comes over here a little dip. Them fish swimming along, they'll get in them little pockets, the ambush shad. And you can see the old road bed that come across years ago. That's just another extremely good place to fish. All these dips. Every dip in here, and you're getting back in coves, if you look how the little thing points out right here, right on the side of that point, in them little pockets right there, all of that's extremely good place to zero in on. And when you get in here around the points like this, all that. Anything that stands out is good places to fish. And that goes all the way to the other end of the lake. All these little coves has got dips and stuff. And this time of year, they move out of this main channel and start moving up. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. Up these coves. And that's what the crappies do too. If there ain't many left. But we did catch one. And first one I caught in a long time with the 3-rig on Saturday. But just want to show you, hey, a little area like I like to concentrate. Most of the time in the summer, they out next to that big water, main channels and stuff on these dips out in here. So you either out in the real deep water and fish these dips, or you moving back toward the coves and fishing the dips and little points and stuff. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of places I zero in on. And hey, that's where they're hanging out. But again, thanks to Kingfisher Map Company, and the number is 800-326-0257. You go to www.kingfishermaps.com, and hey, they make you a map like this, hard copy. You can hang it on the wall. This is a beautiful copy of Lake Monticello. I got one of Lake Murray also, and we'll do a little video on Lake Murray, the kind of places they like to be. But they do the same thing in Lake Murray. They start pushing up channels and creeks and ditches, and hey, you can't beat ditches this time of the year. And any of these doggone ditches in this net, in these coves, what I'm trying to say, is good. You never know when them bass is done pushed all the way up, and they could be right out there, right next to in 15, 18 foot of water in these channels, right next to pushing up on the bank. So you got to check all them places. Good fishing areas, all them dips. Any dip, long cove, somewhere along there they could be pushed up. And in some of them you got old ponds and stuff in there. So you get around them pond dams, you can catch them too. But hey, right now I'm going to take you and show you some of the jigs, slider jigs they sent me. We're going to spread them out on the table here. And appreciate each and every one of you. Hey, we're going to spread out on the table and I'll show them to you. I got some slider jigs, and we also got the Todd Smith jig laid out. Todd Smith sent me 2 bags, and this particular jig right here is a Todd Smith jig on an 1/8 ounce head, and hey, it works really well. Lake Monticello, that color, he calls that the Mardi Gras. But right there is the color of the Mardi Gras of the slider jig. So you can see the difference, a big difference in them colors. But he calls that Mardi Gras. It's kind of a tuned down version. But we're going to go over with a few of the, I'll show you a few of the heads that I normally use. And we got the head right here, and by Academy Sports. It's got the double barb on it. That's an 1/8 ounce head. Really good head. It holds it pretty good. Sometimes I clip them little barbs off a little bit because it'll tear the jig up, but it does hold them. That red head is a 1/4 ounce head from H2O Express, and right here's a 1/4 ounce head that they sell also at Academy Sports. Now right there's the Arky head from Walmart. That's an 1/8 ounce, and that's the one I really like to use with my smaller jigs, 1.5 inch and 2 1/8 inch swimming minnow. And we get up to the bigger jigs for the bigger jig heads. It's got a wider gap. And right there is one I'm talking about with the wide gap. You can see that gap, how wide it is. And if you lay that jig up there, you can see that's perfect for that jig, the length. You want the jig, the hook coming out at least halfway, around halfway. It don't have to be, but them long gap hooks helps when you're using them 3-inch minnows, grubs by slider. Now right there is the flat head from slider. I've been catching some fish with it. It's got a long gap, and it's a flat head. And I found out when you drop it, it kind of glides. That thing kind of makes it glide, and that's a good head. It's been working for me. They sent them, and they got them in different sizes and different designs, but you can go smaller. And right there's a regular for an 1.5 inch jig head. But anyhow, just showing you some different things that sliders got. And of course, that right there, that green jig is the Todd Smith jig he sent me in the mail. And hey, it works really good. That green, he calls it Mardi Gras, but it's not Mardi Gras. And you'll see me catching fish with them a lot. And of course, you got the slider 3-inch slider bass grubs. And then you got they sent me all kind of colors. Right there is a watermelon bass grub, beautiful jig. And then we get up to the green pumpkin right there. It's a beautiful jig by slider. Then we go on up here to the top, and I'll go over a lot of them. It's the baby bass color. That thing's got green and cream in it. That thing's beautiful. Look at that, just beautiful. And we go back down, I'll get another line of them. Now right here is what they call the 3-inch double action minnow. Now, I haven't used them yet. They're longer. Don't know how good they'll do, but I'm sure they'll eat it up because it's got a good action to it. And that particular one right there is a June bug double action. So they got the 2 1/8 inch, and then they go up to a 3 inch double action minnow. And of course, then we go back to the 3 inch grub that I catch so many on. This is a pumpkin. I haven't used all these colors yet. I haven't used the pumpkin. I know they'll bite it. But I have used this natural Pro Blue, they call it, right there. Natural Pro Blue. Perch seemed to like it. I hadn't caught many bass on it. And right here's another one I hadn't used yet. It's got green and yellow and whites in it. It's not been a particular good fan of yellow and white and green combination, but I'm sure they'll probably bite it at some time or another. It's called the Acid Ring. And right up here is another one that's good for muddy water, dingy water. It's called the Creamy Bass Grub. It's a creamy chartreuse. It's got that black tail on it. I don't know where they come up with creamy chartreuse, but I guess it's like a light colored cream with a black tail. And then we're going up here to a pumpkin black flake, 3 inch. All of them jokers is good. And right there's a unique color. And like I said, I haven't used all of them yet. This is a Caterpillar Smoke Yellow. Right there. Caterpillar Smoke Yellow. And then right here is one that's called a Smoke Bluegill. Smoke Bluegill. Beautiful colors. They got some beautiful colors. Right here is a chartreuse black orange tail. You know they got to hit in the muddy water. You just got to at night. That's a good night color. And right here is the Tennessee shad. You know I've caught so many on the Tennessee shad, but here lately they hadn't been hitting that good. And then you get down to the chartreuse, the blue chartreuse. All these are 3 inch. Now we're getting over to the 2 1/8 inch swimming minnow. That's been a good one, but I think by far most of the time the 3 inch, and you can bite a little bit of it off, is been doing better. They make a yellow bell. I've been catching some on, but I only had 1 pack, and I'm slam out of yellow bells. I might have one on my rod. I'll show you the rods in a minute. Right there is the Mardi Gras swimming minnow, double action swimming minnow. I always like to put it on with the tail down. See that tail hanging down? That's the way I bring my hook out right there, that joint right here. Right before it gets into that thin area. That's why you got to use the smaller jig heads for them, because the long jig heads will take it too far back with the hook, the long extension of the hook. But hey, that's been a good one. And of course you got the green ghost. You know I caught so many on that green ghost, and this is the 2 1/8 inch minnow. I've caught most of them on the 3 inch green ghost. And I was just looking, I thought I had one of them out there, but I don't see it. The green ghost is probably one of my favorite, and I don't even see it. Yeah, there it is. Green ghost. That right there is what I've been tearing them up on, them bass. They like that, and they like the Mardi Gras. Seems like. Of course, you got the smoke blue and glitter right there. And then we're getting some blue 2 1/2 inch, 2 1/8 inch swimming minnows. And then you got the mucky milk. And then right here's a unique color. It's called the black red flake chartreuse. Hadn't used it that much, but it's a unique color, and I believe they'll eat it up. I just ain't use. I can't use them all. I keep trying to experiment with all of them. And right here is a doggone it, don't even say the color. Got a number with no color. Anyhow, it looks like pumpkin seed is what it looks like. Pumpkin seed. But right here's some brown. They call it brown black glitter. Brown black glitter. And that's the 2 1/8 inch. It looks like a good color, but I hadn't tried it that much. See there? And then right here's a good, it's called cotton candy chartreuse. Beautiful little color. But hey, I got me a bigger box. My other box, the whole doggone top broke out that I had. So I went and got some plain old boxes, a little bit bigger. It holds a lot of stuff in here. You just open it up, and you got all your jigs. Thanks to Slider Jigs for sending me all these colors. I got enough jigs. Hey, I got boxes full of them here. Slider Jigs is hooked me up, and they're a wonderful company. Hey, you need to go to to Slider Jigs and buy you some doggone jigs. And they got a good little catalog. They'll send you a catalog. It looks like this right here. Charlie Brewer. And hey, just a beautiful catalog. www.sliderfishing.com is where you want to go. And hey, they got a phone number here on the back of this thing. And there's your phone numbers. You got a fax number, and then the phone number is 800-762-4701 or 931-762-4700. Slider Company, Charlie Brewer Slider Company. Hey, just a wonderful company. But hey, thanks for being with me on another episode of Loving Life, and we're gonna go fishing. But right before I do, I want to show you my rig setup. Is what we're doing today. We're showing a few things, and I'm gonna show you a little fishing. But thanks for being with me again. I'm just coming home from church. Got my church clothes on. Hey, y'all hadn't seen me without a hat. I ain't got much hair. But anyhow, we loving life. And hey, we're doing a little bit better. I miss Miss Deborah dearly, but we're doing a little bit better. And hopefully life goes on. Hopefully I got something
my rod and reel that I normally use. I got a spinning rod and a regular casting rod that I use. H2O Express reel. It's 6.3.1 ratio. I love this reel. It's of course this is about wore out, and I use the H2O Express ETHD MG70MH medium heavy 7-foot rod. It goes from 12 to 20 pound test, 1/4 to 3/4. Just a good rod. On that rod, when I use my 3 rig on this rod, and I'll show it to you if I can hold it up here. We got a spoon at the bottom when I use that rod. Spoon at the bottom, just a good little spoon. It's got I put a swivel above it, and we go up above that about 8 or 10 inches, and we got another swivel, and off of that swivel, we got a jig. Right here's the swimming minnow Mardi Gras with a 1/4 ounce head. It branches off in about 1.5 foot of line, and then the jig is right above that swivel, and then the spoon's below it. And then above that, we got another swivel, and we branch off it about 1 foot of line, and we got an 1/8 ounce head. So I use 8, sometimes I use 1/4. 1/4 is probably better for not getting all raveled up. Now, this is Red Label fluorocarbon. Is stiff, kind of stiff line, and it keeps it from raveling up too much. I use it on my leader between my jigs from the swivels, and to the swivels we got braid line, just braid line, and you know, no preference in the braid. I use all different types, but anyhow, that's one rig. I want to show you my spinning reel 3 rig with the 3 jigs. Bear with me, I got to get it out. But anyhow, on that one, I'm using a Lew's JC 300 with a H2O Express 7-foot spinning rod, and it goes from 8 to 17 pound test, 1/4 to 3/4, about the same as that rod. A little bit stiffer. Now I got a 6/8 that I like to use too, a little bit lighter than this one. But on this particular one is the one I've been catching most of my fish on. Today, this is what we used on the show today. We're gonna have the show coming up in a few minutes. But I'm using the flat head. It's a flat head from Slider Jigs, Charlie Brewer. They sent them to me with a 3-inch grub. They like that jig and they like that setup. Now you can use a 1/4 ounce head, round head, and on that same jig also. And here's the gray ghost, or the green ghost, they call it. And hey, it's just a wonderful jig. And do the same thing. We double our lines. We got 1 swivel. We got about 1 foot line coming off. And then on this one, instead of a swivel, I put a lead to hold it down a little bit, and then the jig at the bottom. So you got probably 12 inches between the 2 jigs, and a 12-inch line coming off the first swivel. And then you go back, and of course all this stuff gets tangled up when you try to show somebody. But anyhow, you got to deal with it. But when you go back to the top of this, you got another swivel just like we had on the other deal. Only it's about a foot. And here we got a swimming minnow also with an 1/8 ounce head, the Archie head. And we got a swivel. So we got a swivel going down 8 or 10, 15 inches to a hook going down about 18 to 25 inches to another swivel. And we just spread it apart going down about a foot. And then we got the lead and the jig above on the bottom of that. So we got 3 jigs is all it is. I hope you can see that. It's hard to show this stuff. Everybody wants me to show it, but it's hard to set up in front of this camera and show all this. And of course, when you tie this, and we got the same line, I got between the jigs, I got 12 pound, and I like smaller, but you hook 2 big bass, they're gonna break off if you don't have at least 12 pound red label fluorocarbon, and I think that's the better line for holding them. I was using big game before I started using this, and the fluorocarbon is a size smaller, same size than diameter is the big game. So you can use 12, and it's almost like using 10 pound big game, and it's a little bit stronger and stiffer, and I think it's better on the 3 rig. But hey, let's go fishing. Appreciate y'all watching. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the show. This is Saturday on Lake Monticello. We caught a few, didn't catch a lot, but hey, I'm putting all this together in one clip. Hope you enjoyed the show. Let's go fishing. Back with you on Lake Monticello on a Saturday morning, cold and windy, and we got our first fish of the day, a crappie, believe it or not. Look at here, huh? We done caught a crappie. Now ain't that something? The first one in a long time on Lake Monticello. Look at that, nice crappie. How about that one? Oh, you don't really catch a crappie. Already. First fish of the day, how about that? Old crappie. Hadn't caught a crappie in a long time on the jig like that. Finally got one. That's a good sign. Hey, maybe some crappies in here. See if we can catch them. Looks like they hit that big jig. Hit the 3-inch Charlie Brewer. Might not ever get another bite like that. That was luck. That won't happen again. That was an accident. I'll promise you. There's nothing though. Hey, there's nothing. See what he is. He might be done got on to something here. See what he is. A white perch. Look at that. Crappie and a white perch right off the bat. Look at that. Huh? How about that, folks? It must be biting. Drop it back to the bottom where the big boys lie. We in 30 foot of water on a little hump back in the end of the cove. That's what we're doing. There's nothing. Look at that. Huh? There's nothing. Oh my. Oh my. Another white perch. Hey, how about that, folks? Starting off catching them. Starting off catching them. You know when the first fish is a crappie, they're going to be a good day. On, folks. I believe that might be a bass. And what is pretty nice, whatever he is. Pretty nice. Might be a bass. That might open up the day with live well right there. Oh yeah, that's a bass. That's a bass. Got him on yellow bell too. Hey, we got him on yellow bell. Look at that. Huh? Look at that. Oh, yellow bell got him. About 2.5. That's what they've been biting. That yellow bell. Got him too. Huh? Oh, yellow bell got him. Look at that. Oh my, yellow bell. Charlie Brewer. Oh, we got a mess on our line too. Okay, we're gonna crank up live well on this one. We're gonna crank up live well. All right, folks, got another. Had to get out of mess, and I just dropped back down and got another white perch, yellow bell. Getting that old yellow bell. Drop it to the bottom with a big boy's line. A few fish biting. We're gonna try to catch them. Tell you what, that wind's cold. It's really cold. It's blowing too. There he goes again. Hey, we catching them. We catching them. They bite. They bite. I think that's another bass. I don't know what it is. Might be a big perch. Big old perch. Look at the size of that perch. Look at the size of that doggone perch. Look at that. There he is. There he is.
Look at that. Another white perch. Drop it to the bottom with a big girl's line. Hey folks, we got a bass on coming up. Coming up. Coming up. Nice one too. Big one. Big old bass coming up. Coming up. Yep, coming up. Oh my, coming up. He ain't that big. Probably about 2 pounds. About 2.25. Hey, but he's a bass. You got to love that. He's a bass. Hey, he hit the Charlie Brewer head that time. Light of jig. 3 inch. Tore my tail off. I'll put him right there. I get this untangled. Got the doggone jig tore up. Put him in the live well. If I can catch him, swim around this drum now. He thinks he's back in the water. Hey, put him in the live well now. Hey, see that? Spot lock on. Hold that spot. See that? Look at that. Little small bass. I call it slider. It's similar to a slider. It's got a little bit bigger tail, but he's got that green color to it. See that? It's pretty legit. He calls it Mardi Gras, but it ain't nothing like Charlie Brewer Mardi Gras, but they bite it. And I've got it on a, we're using a 3 rig today, but I got this on a flat Charlie Brewer 1/4 ounce head. It might be an 1/8 ounce head because it's flat. And that flat head might give it a little bit of glide. When you pull it up off the bottom, it might glide back down. I'm experimenting with these flat heads. So far, I like them. The stripers like them in Lake Murray pretty good. And hey, this is something else. Experiment. I'm always experimenting with different things, and different heads and jigs. And when you get it on, and I'll show you what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Right there, a little flat head makes it glide when it drops back down. Drop it to the bottom, see if we get another one of them bass. We got a rock ledge here, and I'm thinking the fish are pushing into this ditch and banking up on the side of this rock ledge out here around 35 foot of water. That's what I'm betting on. They cruising this drop. They cruising the drop, and they I think out here 35 foot of water, and when you pull that jig by deep, you're working that jig along is all you're doing. And when you pull it by him deep, you might catch a bass. You seen the first fish we caught was a crappie. That was luck. But might could catch more crappies if I got shallower. So we might go up and work this rock ledge up to about 15 foot and see what we can find. Just experimenting. I love to experiment. We might find out these fish on this rock ledge, on this drop, and all you got to do is drag this jig around. You can catch them. They staging out here. They is. Look at that. They staging is what they doing. The perch, the crappies, the bass, all of them. That might be another bass. Nice perch anyhow. That's another bass. Look at that. We done found the bass. Look at him. Oh, I can't get him in the boat. Oh, Lord. Can't get him in the boat. I got to dip him. And he hit that jig we just put on, people. And I'll show it to you. Hey, I'll show it to you. Look at that. Huh? See that jig in his mouth? Charlie Brewer flathead jig with a green looking. It's got gold flakes in it, purple flakes, all kind of flakes in it. Todd Smith jig. See that? All right. Pull it back up here and see if we get them done. You got to love fishing with the old fisherman. We catch them, don't we? Hey, we experiment, and by experimenting, we find out new things. That's the way we do it. That's the way I operate. I show you firsthand how I find fish, deep water fish. I don't like casting. I like dropping. And hey, that's what we do. And we do it good. If I must say so. Drop right back out. We got another bass. So just as soon as I dropped it back, I turned the camera off, and another bass nailed it. What they doing? They out here, buddy. They out here on this ledge. I tell you that right now. They out here. Big time. Big time. Good one too. Hey, we got 2 bass. We got 2 bass. We ain't got one. We got 2. too. I ain't got him yet though. Got him now. 2 bass at one time. Look at that. Huh? That's what I'm talking about. 2 at one time. Again today. Done that yesterday once. 2 at one time. Look at that. Look at that. 2 bass at one time. Charlie Brewer jigs, a yellow bell, and well, Todd Smith big jig on the bottom, but it's got the Charlie Brewer flat head. Look at that, 2 at a time. Hey folks, moved up about 100 yards and I got another nog. I hadn't had a bite in a while. That's a nice perch right there. That's a jumbo magnum. Got him on a yellow bell, 2 1/8 inch. Charlie Brewer. Lighter jig. Hey, that's a good one right there. That's a nice one. Let's see if we can get to catch a couple of these perch in here. I tell you, I caught a few and then they quit. So we're trying to search around kind of where we caught them yesterday. Now I hadn't stopped in here first. I kind of went over it and didn't see nothing. Just kind of went by it. We're going to try it in here and see if we can catch a couple perch or bass. Whatever wants to bite. I don't see a lot, but hey, we had one bite right there. There's a bite. You just want it slow. If you don't give it to them slow, you ain't going to catch them. It's that simple. Hey, nice perch. Ain't that big, but ain't that little. And hey, we got him on the old big old jig too. Got him on the big old jig. Drop it to the bottom with a big boy's lie. Thanks to all my fans that watch the Old Fisherman videos. Hey, if you ain't got your hat, I got a couple left. If you ain't got your shirt, we got a few left. Go to SteveCumliner.com and purchase a hat or shirt. The embroidery work, I'm sorry, I can't continue selling it because I don't know how to do it. And Deborah done all that. So, hey, if you got some of Deborah's work, I'm glad you got it. I can't do it unless I can get somebody else to do it for me. Yeah, we can't continue that. I got all kind of bags to put stuff on she bought. I can't put it on. Hey, that's a nice white perch right there. That's a good one. Hitting the old 3-inch jig here this morning. Oh, Lake Monticello. There you go. Come back. Come back for it. Hey, come back. You got to go slow. You got to go slow. I'm telling you. You got to go slow. What you got to do. Hey, it's a pretty good perch out there too. How about that? Huh? How about that? Drop it back down. See what we can do. I love catching these jokers. But I'm seeing some fish here. I seen a lot of shad right out, China. I figured the fish might be over here where the shad is. See that? Hey, they're over here where the shad is. They follow these shad around. Nice perch. Got him on the yellow bell. Yellow bell. Charlie Brewer. Might be got on something now. Get it back down. Got to keep them going. You don't keep them going, hey, they'll leave you. They'll leave you in a minute. Uh-oh. Didn't get a bite that time. I don't see them neither. They done left me. So at this point, what I need to do is pull this boat a little bit, get a slant line. See if we can get them back in here. Make a circle. See if we want to bite it. I know they're still close. They can't be far. Come on, boy. Hit that thing. There you go. You got to talk to them. You got to talk to them. That's what you got to do. You got to talk to them to catch them. Look at that. Monticello white perch. Love them. I absolutely love them. Drop it to the bottom with a big boy's lie. Old fisherman coming back alive. And there he goes. Old fisherman. Still catching these. Oh, Looney, you can't have this fish. You see that doggone loon trying to take that fish? That rascal. Looney, go on with yourself. That's a renegade loon there, you young one. He got a little neck. He's young. He could be trouble. He might run my fish off because I ain't a 35 foot deep. He can get down there.
He might run my fish off. I guarantee you might. I know what Looney can do. Looney will run them off, let me tell you. I got a fish bumping right now, bumping it. There's a bunch of them now. There's a bunch of fish down there, let me tell you. If I go to twist this boat, one ought to hit it. Looney don't run them away. I don't know where he come from. I didn't even know he was around. He come out there to that fish right off the bottom. Didn't even see him. There he is though. He ain't going nowhere. He done run them off. Sure, there he is. Oh, I missed him. I'm afraid he's gonna run them off. Diving down there. Oh, going his time. Go on, Looney. Go on, Looney. Wind's whipping now, I'll tell you that. It's whipping. That's a fish. Looney, go on. Boy, this is a renegade loan here. This ain't gonna give me trouble. I can tell the way he's acting, he's gonna give me trouble. Alright. Go back out. Where the big boys lie. That wind is whipping people. I can't tell you how it's blowing. I bet it's making all kind of noise in that sock. I hope it ain't whipping and popping going on. Sometimes the wind shakes that thing, it pops. And I hope that ain't the case. Alright, folks. Hey, we got a few fish on us. Let's see if we can catch them. They don't want to bite. I got fish under me. I've been playing with them. Get a bump ever so often, catch one. It's unbelievable how they turned off for some reason today. But they are. We got to make these jokers bite. No, they're there. I see them. There he is. I missed him again. The jokers is tapping it and not taking it. Kind of like goldfish pond with your goldfish. You throw the food out there and they don't want it. And they tap at it and don't take it. That's what these jokers are doing. Finally got another one. But they're down there. They just don't want to bite. They ain't bad person either. And old Looney's right on my trail. He's right here aggravating the devil out of him. If I throw him back, Looney's going to get them all. So I'm trying not to even throw him back right now. There you go. Finally got him. You have got to slow up to catch these fish, buddy. They just will not bite going fast. I mean, will not bite going fast. You go fast, you ain't gonna catch them. They spitting up shad. So they think it'd be a good date. There's a bite right there. There's a fish. There's a fish. Oh, Looney coming up to get him. There's a fish. On what he is, like a pretty good perch. But Looney don't get him. Look at that. Oh, perch. Doggone perch. Huh? Doggone perch. Look at that. Finally got a nut. My old jig's tore up. It needs to be redone. Look, go on, Looney. That Looney tried to take my doggone jig. These loons in here are aggravating. There he is. Hey, we gonna catch a couple yet today. Looney don't aggravate us to death. Looney's trying to take my fish off my hook. That's what he's trying to do. Look at that. Super dog magnum. Look at that. Huh? Super dog. Got a couple in there. Pull over here. A little bit shallower, and I got a bass that just nailed it. And Looney's after my bass, believe it or not.